DStyleBoxing here. Thanks to those joining me live and to those that'll be joining me on archive. If you like the video, make sure you press that like button. And if you don't, press the unlike button, right? But anyway, probably you're an Amir Khan fan. But anyway, I'll be opening the chat momentarily. If you're watching this on archive, make sure you leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts. DStyle wants to know. DStyle wants to know what his subscribers think. I really, really do. Now, look, I understand, full disclosure, this is all gossip, but in the end, there's a serious, message that all, not just fighters and not just athletes, but celebrities and not just celebrities and athletes and all that, you, the person listening to this, as well as myself, everyone needs to know this, okay? We'll get to the message in the end. Right? Like I said, I'll be open to make sure you leave comments in the chat. If you have anything you want to see, I'll go to the chat in a little bit. Okay? Look. So, Amir Khan, now before somebody says, hey, stay out of Amir Khan's personal life. What's going on between him and his wife and allegedly Anthony Josh is none of your business, DStyle. When you post shit on social media, it literally becomes everybody's business, okay? You know why Twitter has 160 characters? That's how long a text is before a double text is sent, right? You're literally sending a text to the world. That was the original intent of Twitter, just for those that don't know, right? Amir Khan texted this to the whole world, right? So this is everywhere. You put it on social media. This isn't paparazzi breaking in somebody's home and getting involved in their personal business. No. This isn't an alleged rumor that's coming out from a leaked source. No. This is Amir Khan, Amir Khan's official Twitter, and he put this out there. Amir Khan, his wife, and the whole night put this out there. I didn't put it out there. He did. If Amir Khan doesn't want people talking about his personal life, then they'll put it out there. Now, I don't want this to become a gossip channel. This is few and far between. But like I said, I have an important message in the end. No, but why do you say that? Because I could talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about on my channel. That's why. Okay. But look, that's it, right? Amir Khan first, he tweets, oh, separate with my wife, and, I wish her nothing but the best. But, all right. Good for you, Khan. And wish her nothing but the best. I forgot to screenshot that tweet, so I'm paraphrasing, right? And I don't know, somehow he must have gotten drunk, must have had a little too much to drink, or some. Okay, because all of a sudden, he took to Twitter. Now, I don't know how to pronounce his separated wife's name, but I'll just call her Faryal. Faryal? I don't know. Moved on quick. Always mentioned to me how much he wanted to be with another guy. From all people, another boxer. And he puts an emoji with eyes looking up at Anthony Joshua. Amir Khan tweets, LOL, moved up in weight classes, LOL. Trust me, I ain't jealous type. No need to send me pictures of the men you're talking to. Hashtag disgusted. By the way, Amir Khan is in Dubai. He said, left my family and friends for this, Faryal. I'm not hurt, but another fighter. I'm making it public. You getting the divorce. Hashtag gold digger. Amir Khan tweets, mans like Joshua can have my leftovers with an exclamation point. All these tweets, by the way, within minutes of each other, 6 minutes apart, all those tweets. Faryal Maktoum Khan put, accusing other boxers just because your boxing career is finished? Man up, Amir, she said. She continues, I'm sure you left your family because they robbed you, not because of me. Stop making false things up. Whoa, I don't know what the fuck's going on here, but sounds like some personal shit. LOL, she put, with an exclamation point. He's giving me jack shit. I pay house bills and bills for my daughter myself, she said. It's like I'm a single mother while he's out messing around. And he has the nerve to blast me like that? The amount of evidence I have on you, I can destroy you. But since I loved you at one time, one point in my life, I'll just let it go, she said. I'm not the one who's been on the papers every month with my pants down. Cheater, she says with an exclamation point. You have actually lost it. WTF. What the fuck? Emoji with the crying eyes. Where do you make this stuff up from? At the end of the day, I can hold my head up high knowing I've given this marriage my 100%, while Amir clearly hasn't. Bad company, bad role model, always around women, alcohol, and then he calls himself a Muslim and runs a charity. I'm sorry to all the fans and family hurt by this, but Amir did not need to do stupid tweets accusing others when he's in the wrong. I think he just needs some attention because boxing hasn't been going well for him, so he's just been acting up. Hashtag 30-year-old baby. She continued. Sometimes people don't like it when you give them a taste of their own medicine. She moves on. He's in Dubai right now with a prostitute. Wow. What? Hold on. All right, let's start that one over. All these tweets, by the way, in the span of about an hour or so. He's in Dubai right now with a prostitute while I'm getting accused of cheating? Treating the mother of his child like this is sickening. Anthony Joshua tweets out, Bants aside, I hope you guys can resolve your situation or this is a hack as we have never met. Plus, I like my women, BBW. Hashtag, it wasn't me. All right. What is this, man? A fucking episode of Days of Our Lives or some shit? First of all, how hath no fury like a woman scorned? Right? Amir Khan. Right? You don't start firing bullets when they have a machine gun in return, man. It's okay. I'm just saying. I don't know is it true that his family robbed him? This sounds like some very personal shit, right? Is it true that he's in Dubai with some prostitutes? Okay, is everything she said, calling him a hypocritical Muslim true? I don't know. All right, I'm not even gonna touch on that. But social media is very new, okay? The impact of social media is even more new, right? The implications of it is becoming more and more evident almost by the day. Like Twitter, is growing every day. Facebook is growing every day by hundreds of thousands of people. Every day it's growing. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't stop. It's on an upward, spiral. It's going up in popularity. Every day, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people join Twitter and Facebook. Every day. It's growing every day. So it's athletes need to know that. Regular people need to know that. Celebrities especially. And most importantly, you have to know the following, right? Everybody needs to know this. If you once you post something on the internet, especially social media, it's there forever. It's not going anywhere. I don't care if you delete it. It's not going to go anywhere. It takes 1 second to take a snapshot. 1 second. Once someone gets a snapshot of it, it is over. Once someone takes a snapshot, it's absolutely, utterly over. It's there forever. Okay? I'm just making that very, very clear. If you send someone a private message, you can't take it back. Okay? You can't. You send somebody inappropriate pictures, it's not going to disappear. All right? See, back in the day, you could have fucked up. You could have done something fucked up at the bar. You could have cheated on your wife. You could have done a lot of things. And maybe there would be stories about it, but people will forget about it, be like, well, I don't even know it's true. I wasn't there. With social media, once you put it up, especially video footage, if you put whatever it is, once you put it out there, a tweet, it's there forever. It's not going anywhere. Amir Khan and his wife can work things out, and be together again. They could delete all these tweets. They're there forever. They're not going anywhere. So I don't know if Amir Khan was drunk when he said this. I don't know what was going on. But you got to be careful out there. Right? You know what I mean? And especially if you're a celebrity, if you're somebody that has that people are following, you got to know this, man. It's once you post something, it's there forever. It's not going anywhere. And Broner, right? He puts it on Facebook, insinuating that he wanted to kill himself. But that shit doesn't go anywhere, right? Now, for a lot of people like playing the victim, and social media is a place to do it. And obviously, that's why they post what they post sometimes, and I believe that's what Amir Khan was doing, and then, it's who fucking knows what's true? I don't know. Is she cheating on him with Anthony Joshua? I don't know. Like, nobody fucking knows, right? But why would you put that out there? Like, you know what I mean? This is absolutely insane. Okay, like, this is crazy. And people have to understand, once you put something on social media, right? Like, I never got this, right? Like people will post shit on Facebook, and I'll leave a comment like, what's this about? And they'll tell me to mind my own business. Well, dude, we're friends on Facebook. Like, whatever you post comes out of my fucking wall. Like, what do you mean? It's you're making it everybody's business. The definition of not wanting to get anybody involved in your business means you don't post it on social fucking media. If you don't want people, if you want to, post sad poems all over your fucking Facebook wall, okay, or tweet about it, people are going to ask you, what the fuck's going on? Oh, mind your own business. Then stop. It's like you want the attention, but you don't want people to, ask you. Like then don't post it then. Fuck off then. Right? It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't go anywhere. Right? And everybody needs to know that. Everybody needs to know that, right? And then, like shit you tweeted like 5-6 years ago, that's a pain in the ass. It's going all the way back like that. And people will find like it's, like it's amazing what you'll find with some of these celebrities, and not only that, they'll check the post you're liking. Right? It's like anybody could accidentally like one post. Even that could be very suspect, depending on what it is. But if, you're like Yusef Mack, for example, All right, and you're, like you're a pro boxer, and by the way, if somebody wants to be gay, whatever, but he was denying the fact that he was gay. He was denying it, right? But people started looking at the likes on his Twitter, right? That's multiple of them, right? Multiple. Then I guess he came out after that. But it's whatever you post on social media, whatever you like, okay? It's not going anywhere. It just isn't. If you're a person that likes to be private, then don't post your shit, right? Then stop posting your shit because your shit ain't gonna go anywhere, right? And if you're a boxer like Amir Khan, if you don't want people involved in your quote unquote business, then don't put your business out there. It's honestly that simple. Honestly. One of the most annoying things I ever read on Facebook, especially, is I'm not the type to put my business out there, but I have to say something. It's usually women too. Like it's the amount of females that had to unfriend, I guess you could say, or unfollow on Facebook is unbelievable. Because, in all honesty, I don't give a fuck about your baby's daddy. Okay, I know that what you're posting is a one-side story. At the end of the day, right? You may be telling the truth and the whole truth. I don't fucking know. Okay, but I don't care. I don't give a fuck about how much of a deadbeat he is, and how you don't care about him no more, and you don't need him, but you're posting about him every fucking day. Okay, I don't need to know. Sorry, right? That one night I banged you, okay, and then you requested me on Facebook. It's not worth keeping you around on my Facebook. It just isn't. Okay, so I'm just saying, I don't care about your baby's daddy. Right? I just don't. Sorry. Right? I don't care. Like on fucking. I don't know if you guys have noticed this. Like if you have social media, Father's Day, it never fails. All these single moms come out. This is my Father's Day. Blah 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 blah. Like, it's not Single Mom's Day. It's Father's Day, right? Fuck off. But anyway, that's turning into something else. But yeah, I'm just saying. Okay, people just all the shit that they post, man. It's unbelievable. All the crap I see, man. I don't give a shit. I just don't give a shit. Right? Look, careful with what you post. In my opinion, this is my opinion, all pro boxers, athletes, and celebrities, they should have a PR person running their fucking Twitter. It's and everyone, you should have a rule, man. Just like like everybody knows, you don't text an ex, and you don't text somebody like when you're fucking drunk, right? Well, it's the same thing. Don't tweet when you're drunk, right? And remember, whatever you tweet, you make it everybody's business, and that's it. Period. So for everybody talking about leave Amir Khan alone, and this is none of your business. Well, he made it everybody's business. So did his wife. It became everybody's business. You're followed by how many followers does Amir Khan have? Hundreds of thousands, over 1 million, right? You're making it everybody's business. Probably over 1 million if you combine Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, right? That shit can go viral fast, really quick. So the serious message is careful with what you post, right? And that's it. Let me see if I could open this shit really quick. I don't know, man. I'm getting a bunch of calls today. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but all these numbers, I don't even know and shit. I don't know. All right. For my area codes, I don't know. Let's see. Jesse Vivero, Triple G's voice. Big drama show. Yep. NYC Durrani, Khan versus Broner, battle of the button. NYC Durrani, I'm not gonna lie. I used to be a big Khan supporter. He's got speed, power, throws crazy combos, but he can't take a punch to the head or chin or neck. Suspect chin, that's for sure, and that's an understatement. Rascalot 2222, AJ helping Khan sell a fight. This is all bullshit like Floyd. They're about to laugh to the bank. Is this really worth that though? Nah, I'm just saying. Man of water, I don't even have a Facebook or anything like that. Buddha fucking cheese, man. That's true. And bullshit religious quotes. Ain't that the truth? Dude, there'll be these girls, man, biggest fucking sluts, and then like you look at their Facebook and they're like all about Jesus and you know. Anyway, NYC Durrani, I'm glad I never signed up for that Facebook shit. I met my wife right around the time it got hot. I seen all my friends' relationships ruined over it, so I stayed away. Yeah, you know, I use social media for like to keep track of like news and boxing and stuff like that. I don't use it for socializing. I know it's called social media, but it's not socializing what you do in your personal life. Okay, I believe in person, like going to the bar, you know, going to, you know, to if you were invited to somebody's cookout or whatever it is, right? Going to a festival, going to a concert. So to me, that's socializing. You know, meeting people. You know, going to lunch with coworkers. You know, to me, that's socializing, right? If what's happening today, and I'm noticing this a lot with younger guys, man, like me, I'm a lot of young girls. It's like, and by young I mean like early 20s, mid 20s. You know, they you can just tell that they're kind of you know, they're not impressed with a lot of these younger guys because these guys, they're the type that want to text for everything, right? They'll ask her out on a date by text. They'll tell her they're going to pick her up by text. Like, you know what I mean? They go to a date with them and they stare at their phone the whole time and they don't know how to talk. Like, they just don't know how to have a conversation with another human being, in this case with a girl. They don't know how to talk to them, you know, and social media is doing that. Like, it's everybody needs to learn how to put their fucking phones down, right? And start talking to people, right? Like literally talking to them. You know, me, I don't know about, I hate fucking typing, man. Like, I hate, it's cool to leave comments and stuff. I do it too, but because you haven't noticed, you know, I like talking, you know, I like socializing with people and I'm not even like that big of a people person, but I can't be alone all the time. Like I need to be around people, especially like in the weekends. And but that's me, you know. And everybody bringing up your kids, like, you know, take away their fucking phones. Like take away their phones once in a while. Okay, make them communicate with people. Just anything simple. When you go visit grandma, make them put the phone away. You know, like I remember when I was a kid. Right, I had to talk to my grandfather. Like, you know what I mean? I had to talk to him. And in fact, that's how I fell in love with boxing. I would always talk boxing with him. He would talk to me about boxing when I was a kid. Right now, like it's a lot of my small cousins, like my cousins' kids. You know, I'll see them at my grandmother's house, and they're just sitting on the sofa, just staring at the tablet, just staring at the fucking phone. You know, and I'm not like an anti, you know, technology person, but no. Put that fucking shit away. Like, you know, put it away. I remember my brother gave a dog to his daughter, man, to my niece, and you know, for Christmas, right? A nice husky, Siberian husky. She played with it like for maybe 10 minutes, and then she went back to her fucking tablet. You know, and then he paid $300 for this fucking husky. All right, what the fuck's going on? You know, and a live breathing animal. Like I remember, like. Went out to play with my dog and have him go fetch and teaching him tricks and taking him for a walk, and like I loved all that shit, right? I mean, today you don't see kids, you know, playing football on the streets or soccer in the fields. You don't, You know, you pass by the park, the fucking basketball courts looking all new and shit because nobody ever plays there. I mean, it's fucking sad. Everybody's indoors, you're playing, you know, this shit. Like me, I never became a gamer. I never became a gamer. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with being a gamer, right? But the reason I stopped, it was my freshman year in high school. My mom got me the PlayStation, right? Like, I really wanted it, but I started playing it too much. Like, you know, I wait too much. Like I would like get home from school and I'll start playing the PlayStation. And one day, like my mom had to go to work, and I didn't go to school. I just stayed at home the whole day playing PlayStation. And my mom got home a lot earlier than I thought. Like she got home, and I was like, shit. And I guess she realized like I was playing PlayStation, you know. And like I turned it off before she got there, but she like felt that, like she felt the actual PlayStation. It was hot, you know, or warm, that is. And she's like, oh, you were playing this shit, weren't you? She got that shit. She threw it to the trash, you know. And she told me, you're not playing this shit no more. You're addicted to this fucking thing, right? Of course, I was pissed off and shit, but I just didn't become a gamer. I suck at games. Okay, it's anybody could beat me at Madden and all that because I don't play that shit. Okay, now Nintendo and all that, I whooped ass in that shit. Okay, but a lot of the new games, I don't know about them. I don't know how to play Madden, or I never got into all that. It's, to me, it's a waste of time, in my opinion. Okay, and I see kids today, man, like a lot of my small cousins, like I said, I mean, they'll go to my grandmother's house and they're not. It's like, why are they even there? They're like, can I go to the room and play PlayStation? And they fucking play their PlayStation. They just stay there all fucking day, just playing PlayStation. You know, like it's that's all they do. You know, and I'm like, why don't you like I have some like small boxing gloves here with the mitts and stuff. Can't get these little kids into that shit now. You kidding me? When we were kids, man, like we loved that shit. Okay, like they would put like the boxing gloves on us and shit. It was nothing like serious. We wouldn't like beat the shit out of each other, but it was just like playing around. But um, this was when they had the cameras like with a big VHS tape on it, and one of my older cousins would like tape it, and we would like do the entrances and shit. Like they would play the music in the boombox and would like come out, and like we're like a boxer or whatever, you know. Like I think I was like Eric the Annihilator, like, or something like that. And then like they would like have us box and shit. Like kids wouldn't do that today. Kids they don't do that today, you know, because they don't have to get creative. They don't have to find something interesting to do. You know, all they got is fucking video games and social media, man. And in my opinion, this is just my opinion. I'm not telling anybody how to raise their kids or anything. I'm not. But in my opinion, I don't think kids should even be on social media till they're like 18. Okay? And if they never get into it, fuck it. The reality, they don't need it, to be honest with you. They just don't need it, right? I just remember my brother posted a screenshot of a text I sent him. The problem was, I didn't have a problem with him posting a screenshot of the text. I had a problem with my phone number being on there. And I sent him a text on it, hey, bro, can you delete that and post it again, but like, scratch off my phone number? Like, I don't want my phone number on social media like that. I swear to God, his response was, but I already got 20 likes. I was like, I don't give a fuck how many likes you got, right? Delete the fucking thing. I don't want my phone number on fucking social media, right? What the fuck? You know, I'm just saying. So yeah, right? I know this turned into a whole nother thing, okay? But he did delete it. I think it dawned on him how stupid that was, by the way. But all right, I'll do it. But it's like, do people really care that much about likes and, you know, how many likes they get on Facebook and, you know, and how many retweets they get on, like, do they really care about that? Like that? I mean, that's crazy. I mean, it's, you have kids who they're just not developed for the nastiness. And I'm not just talking naked women and porno. And I'm talking about the nastiness of people. Okay. That's why you have all these kids killing themselves because of online bullying. And I mean, they're becoming so sensitized, so sensitive. Kids are, and in my opinion, okay, it's because of the way they're being raised, right? If kids find out how tough life really is, okay, words on social media, it might hurt their feelings or something, but they're not going to kill themselves for it. I don't believe, right? So I'm just saying, man. I mean, I know I have a friend from high school, and I remember he got the girl pregnant in senior year, and man, his girl, I mean, just his 16-year-old daughter, just a couple months ago, killed herself. And I remember I saw him at the bar, bro, how you doing? And he told me, I'm like, damn. And it was because of online bullying, and I think that's a shame, man. That's sad, and I mean, obviously nobody likes to hear that, but if you could get a head start, if you have a small kid right now, protect your children from social media. Keep them away from that, okay? And if you want to, buy them video games and all that, maybe, buy them video games that they can play for 30, 40 minutes, and that's it. You know what I mean? And then that's it. You give them a time that they got to play, and, don't let them play all night till 3 in the morning. It's amazing how you could spend 10 hours playing video games or one video game, and before you know it, like, it's sundown. You're like, holy shit, it's 10 at night. I mean, it's a whole day just passed by. It's teach people shit, okay? It's sad how many young kids today don't know how to change a fucking tire, right? Change a tire. That's like basic shit. I'm not even asking you to change the oil. Change a fucking tire, right? They don't even know how to do that. So it's do projects. If you have a young boy, man, and I know we're living in an age where, you can't say stuff like this because it comes off as sexist but fuck you. Okay, I don't give a shit, right? That's one of the reasons you should stay off fucking social media, right? Or keep your kids off of it. But you have a young boy, it's man, I have so many memories of like building a doghouse with my grandfather, like something that simple, like, and because of that, I know how to build a doghouse. So if I get a dog, I could customize my own doghouse if I want. It's something that simple that I know, It's when I had to build a porch in my home, I did it myself. I didn't have to pay anybody to do it, and I could afford it, but I'd rather do it myself. And in doing it myself, I know it's done correctly. So I have peace of mind. I had something to do that weekend, and I personally find something like that fun to do. Right. It's just, hey, but, try to get one of my little cousins to say, hey, let's work on the porch. How much you going to pay me? Well, fuck you then. All right. Then get the fuck away from me. I'm going to pay you shit. How about I teach you how to do something? How about that? Right. Like, now cars today are just different because of all the, I remember I tried to do something with my cruise, and like the check engine light came on. I didn't know what the fuck to do, and there was a fuse, and because the fuses, cars are just so much different today. Then I did the oil change, and they said, oh, you can't do the oil change anymore. You got to have it or whatever. Like so it's different now. But like on my Firebird, I could change the oil on my old Firebird. Like, you know what I mean? And I pay about the same, but just something I like to do. Hey, but anyway, there was these parents who pranked their kids on YouTube for likes and views, and their kids got taken away into custody. Holy shit. Likes equals life, says NYC Tyranny. Wow. A lot of blackmailing on youngsters happening online, that is, social media. At least it ain't crack. Well, it's not, but look, man, this is all I know. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychologist or nothing like that, but when I look at a kid, all right, like a 6, 7 year old, and they're just staring at a tablet, just staring at it, and like, they almost look like they're a fucking zombie. I don't know. Something doesn't feel right about it. I'm just saying. Ryan, yep. I listened to a podcast recently about how pedos are gaming sites and social media go after young. Oh wow! Some old dude will pretend to be a young girl. Wow, convince the beta to send a nude. Next thing you know, the pedo is threatening to send a pic to all his Facebook friends, and he doesn't do the same gay shit on webcam. Dang, that's fucked up. Tech savvy. Wow, what the fuck? Wow. Somebody said it's worse than crack. At least with crack, everyone agreed that it was bad. Yeah, man. Look, a lot of members of my own family have their kids very, very young, and they say, "Well, we monitor it and all that, like on social media." Oh man, like it's. I don't think it should be on it. That's me. And the whole gaming thing, that should be closely monitored by the parents, man. Very closely monitored, right? Anyways, guys, I know this turned into a whole nother thing, but the point was, and I said I was going to get serious about the effects of social media and how important that is, okay? And how people need to realize we're in the dawn of a new age, okay? And it's people don't need the government to leak shit. They're putting their own shit out there. It's insane, right? So before you post something out there, your husband cheated on you, your wife cheated on you, your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, cheated on you. Before you post it out there, remember the moment you post it, that is there forever. In fact, let me put it this way: if you post a Facebook post like at 2 in the morning or something like that, right, or tweet it out, even if you delete it immediately, someone's gonna log in that morning. They may not be able to respond to the message because it's going to tell them like error occurred or something like that. But in many people's wallet, it's still going to be there. It's still going to be there. Okay, and all they have to do is take a snapshot of it. So careful with what the fuck you post, right? Just careful with it, right? Lock your phone. Don't let people prank you. By the way, just saying. Anyway, this is DStyleBoxing. I ain't gonna play though. Amir Khan's Twitter had me cracking up with laughter. Well, yeah, it did. That's crazy. This is DStyle. I'm out.